Department in charge of education wants to see Wisconsin invest more than $1 billion, more dollars in schools the next couple of years. Amy Reed shows us why at least one Republican leader thinks it's a request that would be awfully tough to meet.
Budget is based, we call it an equity budget. It's based on the needs of kids, getting them what they need when they need it.
It's why the Department of Public Instruction wants $1.6 billion more over the next 2 years. That money would go to the usual suspects from previous years, but it would put more money towards special education, equity, and mental health aid.
We think it's a realistic budget. We think it's a budget that prioritizes what the citizens of Wisconsin want for educating their kids. It makes investments in kids, and what better investment can we make than in children?
The budget request will go through analysis at the state capitol as lawmakers figure out what the state can afford. Representative John Nygren, the co-chair of the last Joint Committee on Finance, said this year it's not going to be a lot.
In the reality, we're going to be facing a budget that we're going to be very lucky to be actually fairly close to what we funded last budget. So my concern is is a wish list that is very unrealistic considering the financial times we find ourselves in.
He said schools are a priority, but at a time with higher unemployment and business closures, he doesn't want to raise taxes. Another question the committee will face is how much to give schools for each student when enrollment is down from the pandemic. Though it's based on a rolling average, thousands of kids leaving public school could have an impact. Nygren said districts need to deal with that as a consequence of their decisions.
So if they're making those decisions, I think they need to be accountable for those decisions, not only with the public, but with also the resources.
Amy Reed reporting. Now, Nygren said if enrollment goes back up after the budget is approved and the resources are there, the legislature could look at giving districts more money to make up for that drop.